Namaskar. Welcome to my English class. I am Dambarudhar Baishya, teacher Matia High School. Dear students, today I have come to tell you about substance writing. It is only for English medium students and for class 10. Dear students, I think most of the students like to write substance in lieu of translation, and it is also a part of our composition section. And some students get confused when they are asked to write a substance of given passage in the examination. And so today I have come to tell you some tips or some ways. You may think that there are also the steps how to write a good substance of the given passage. At first we must know that what is substance. Substance writing implies a condensed reproduction of the original passage. Substance is the rewriting in the candidate's own words of an original passage, which will be brief, clear, and accurate summary containing only its main points or essential ideas. Dear students, I think you will be benefited through this video class. I am going to help you by telling some steps how to write a good substance. Okay, let's start. It is substance writing for class 10 and also part 1 for English medium students only. Here I have mentioned some steps how to write a good substance of original passage. Number 1, substance should be approximately 1/3 of the original text. Substance should be 1/3. The length of the substance, it should be 1/3 of the original text. What is given in the exam or what we find on the question paper, the passage, the length of the passage. But when you go to write the substance, it should be 1/3, approximately 1/3 of the original passage. And secondly, in case of poetry, it should be around 50 to 60 words. When we find an extract of some particular poem on the question paper, then we should not explain the lines of the poem. Just write the central idea of the lines or what the poet says through the lines. We should write that only. And in this case, the words not should be more or 50 or 60. More than 50 or 60. Number 3, substance should be generally written in a single paragraph. We always remember that when we go to write a substance, then we must write it in a single paragraph. Single paragraph. And also it should be simple. The writing of the substance should be simple. Actually, we should write it in our own words, not using the exact words or not extracting the words from the given passages. Number 5, we should leave out the examples. Sometimes we find some beautiful examples in the passage given in the question, but when we go to write the substance, we must avoid them. We must avoid the examples. Number 6, we must maintain the logical chain of ideas. Actually, we must try to find out the central idea of the passage, and then we try to write it maintaining the logical chain or the logical order, the seriality of the sentences. The expression should be very clear. It must be brief but clear so that a reader can understand easily or comfortably. Besides these, there are some other steps also. Here I am going to read out some important steps. When we go to write a substance, then we must read and reread the given text carefully for several times and try to make out the sense. And also try to understand the central idea or the keynote of the passage. In case of poetry, try to grasp the inner thought. That means we must try to understand what the passage says. Sometimes it is seen that there are some words which we find it difficult to understand. But our suggestion is that we should not be serious for those words which you don't understand. Just try to find out the sense of the whole passage. Then it will help you to guess the meaning of the words which are not familiar to you or which are new to you. And so our suggestion is that try to understand the central idea or the keynote of the passage. And in case of poetry, we should try to grasp the inner thought. That means what the lines say in the poem. A substance is essentially the restatement of author's view, idea, feeling, etc. Hence, it should be in third person. We should never use that I say, you say. We must express it is said, or the poet says, the poet expresses. That means in this way. We must omit the ornamental expressions, figures of speech, unnecessary details, illustrations, and repetitions. There are some ornamental expressions. We should not write them in the substance. And to write a good substance, we must avoid the explanatory sentences. Another important thing is that we must leave out the direct speeches. So those be at all necessary, transform those into indirect one. If we feel the need of the quotation, if you want to mention the importance or the significance of the quotation, then we may use some indirect ones or indirect speech, or we may write the quotation or direct speech in indirect ones or indirectly. All the major ideas, the ideas that we get from the passage or points, major points of the original passage must be included. And the very important thing that I am going to say, and for the students, that we should be very careful to the grammatical errors, and while you are writing the sentences, while you go to write the substance or go to write the sentences, you must be careful of grammatical errors. We should try to write the sentences correctly, grammatically, and we should not mention our personal view or criticism in the substance, and the writing should be written in our own language as far as possible. Very simple writing is the better writing, the good writing. So, through this video, I like to say to our dear students that they may follow these tips or the steps to write a good substance. I think they will be benefited through this video class, and I like to say you, if you like this video, please subscribe and like and share it. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.